Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss some dumb laws we've heard about that distilleries have to deal with. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Darren McCroy, and Tim Swyatt.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, y'all.
So it's going to be some fun today to see what people come up with for this one. I have no idea what sort of research they've done, what sort of preparation, or if they're just shooting from the hip. We'll see. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, Tim said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, Tim?
So, Steve, I like to live vicariously through you on a lot of things. And number one is those barrel picks that you do for the ABV Barrel Shop. You had a recent one where our local celebrity, Michael Steinkamp, went with you, and he missed a number of the daytime events because... I'm trying to connect the dots here on what happened. Because if you're a crew club member, you may have seen some of the posts. If you follow our local celebrity Steinkamp, I believe there was a photo with his feet up on a chair saying mimosas were the best thing for a Saturday morning or something. I don't know what it was.
Right.
Story here. I'd like to connect the dots if you don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, Steinkamp actually didn't even make the pick. So he
didn't even go.
Didn't even go.
He didn't even leave St. Louis.
No, Steinkamp is notorious for RSVPing, saying he's in, and then he bails at on the last minute. It's always something just lame. He doesn't even care. It's usually, my tummy hurts, or
Like he bailed on Key West, like literally the day everyone was leaving.
Yeah. He's like, listen to that cough. It's terrible. No. It's bad. My cough.
No, he's already become like a leprechaun.
Shillelagh.
I know the well. McNew and her Shillelagh. I love McNew. What great name. McNew.
I don't think he knows what a shillelagh is.
Oh, yeah.
These guys know what a shillelagh
McNew has a shillelagh.
McNew has a Shillelagh. Yeah.
I know, I remember that show.
Yeah, she brought it out. We bring up Shillelagh, and out of nowhere, McNew's like, "Well, I got one." We're like, "Oh, whatever." She's gonna be gone.
Sure.
It's like 3 feet from her. She walks over, picks it up, and says, "Here."
Yeah.
And it was like something some dude gifted her in a bar.
Right.
Yeah, so our
like a
neighbor,
neighbor.
home renos, and he found it in somebody's wall. He found it in a wall. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is fucking cursed if they hid it in a wall, but fine, we'll take it. It's been in our bar ever since.
Yeah, Shillelagh. Yeah. So. Yeah, so he didn't even make it. And then I thought I'd just give him shit for not making it. Deciding he's better off staying at home, just to focus on him time, versus, going and making a great barrel pick and having all the fun that we were having.
Remember his photo. He was at a brewery. He's got a picture of morning beer.
Yeah.
Like, where are you?
Facebook.
Yeah. I don't know. You can't figure that guy out. Yeah,
he just didn't want to make the drive. Why drive to
right?
Louisville?
Yeah, he didn't want to make the drive. He was like, fuck it. Yeah, he was like,
So, Steve, how was the barrel pick you missed out on?
Oh, incredible.
Amazing.
So first trip to Old Louisville. And by the way, we had a lot of fun too. We drank at several places. So we went to
Buzzard's Roost Experience.
Buzzard's Roost Experience. We went there.
Yeah, that was the first shout out to Steinkamp. And then Mitch's Fort Nelson plant.
Yeah.
Yep.
We went to what's the bar with the big statue, the gold statue of David outside of it. I forgot.
It's outside of 21C, but
outside of but the bar is it's Proof on Main. Proof. Went to Proof, drank there, had actually ate there too. It was great. We had a lot of fun. But yeah,
Bourbon's Bistro.
Bourbon's Bistro. Got to go in Jason's office and drink a bunch of pre-prohibition stuff. And
the first bottlings of Old Forester. And if you know your history, Old Forester was the first one to put whiskey in a bottle.
There you go. So Steinkamp, he was too busy. He's aggressive schedule. So what are you going to do?
Okay, now it pieces together because I was trying to figure out why he had a picture of him drinking a beer.
Right.
In St. Louis. I'm like, wait a minute.
He's given up on whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
going to happen.
On the barrel picks,
stuff
we just
that
had
he
a flight
sells
of beers.
himself.
Oh yeah, he'll get into something else at some point. I mean, right now whiskey's got his attention, but next week it could be martinis. It'll jump on it and be all in. Hey, chums, you want to hang out and drink some martinis? It's the hottest thing going. And we'll be like, no, we're just whiskey people. And then be like, what? I'm getting martini certified next week. Who wants to go with me?
Look at this new martini in a box I just bought.
Right? Yeah. Look at this. Look at this box.
This martini comes with a horsey on top, and I will pay $400 for it anytime I see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he sat at home and went out to a brew pub. That's probably the real reason why he didn't even go. His wife was like, "You want to go to the brewery today?" Probably forgot he's going to the thing. He's like, "Oh yeah, let's just do that. I'll make up some excuse. I can't go." So I can get out of this.
That does clear up things.
Here, hold my beer. I can get out of this. Hold on.
This feels brutal. If you're Steinkamp listening, we love you, dude. We love you. We like to give everybody love health. So
you and your martini loving self.
He knows. You don't have to. Yeah. You don't have to put out the qualifier, McNew. Yeah, it's fine. No.
It's not like you're hosting an entire show where you rip on someone.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Just the small talk.
Right. I forget. What did I rip on you about, Kathy? You did me so
KK Poppins.
Yeah, KK Poppins.
I think there was another one too. That was definitely
an entire show, and I wasn't even there.
Right. Well, I was angry. Yeah, I had to get. That's the only way I can get through is with the show. It's like my grandma. My grandma couldn't get through things by face-to-face conversation. She would write you a letter. So you might get into it with grandma and all this, but then like 3 days later, and you open up the mailbox and there's a letter from grandma saying why she's disappointed in you and all this.
Oh shit!
As keepsakes, you're just like, man, at the beard. What was the letter she wrote? You read it.
Steve, if you have any of those, could you please read one live on a show sometime?
Sure. How I disappointed grandma? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. I want to know what you did.
Sure, of course.
You did not send me a thank you card for your birthday gift.
Right. Yeah.
This is why that makes you a bad human being.
Oh, she was amazing with that stuff.
Yeah. Your hug was not long enough. It felt like you wanted to get away from me.
Yeah. She was just famous for her letters. One time she got a last car she ever bought. She was like, I don't want any extras on there. I'm not going to use air conditioning, radio, any of that stuff. And they get her the most stripped down model, but it still has like a radio in there. And the guy was real patient and, showed her how to use the stuff in the car and all that. And she was like nice. And then my mom was like, thank you. And my mom sent over like an email saying, hey, I want to thank, to his boss, CC'd in the boss. Well, of course, my grandma writes a letter, you ripped me off. I got all this stuff on here I'll never use. And, because there's a radio in here. I told you I didn't want a radio. You're just taking the old lady's money and all this. So my mom was humiliated that she had done all this thing. Thank yous and that. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Like when you would go on a road trip without a radio back in the day. This is information to me. Yeah. Did you have to talk to the other people in the car?
You'd have to talk to them, yeah.
What if you're by yourself? Then you just sit in silence?
With my grandma, it would be, yeah. She's an old Russian.
Own thoughts?
My grandma was an old Russian. She wasn't going to talk to anybody. She was just going to sit there in silence.
The hard part was...
I sat there for 22 hours without speaking to anyone, and I liked it.
You did something wrong and you got that backhand from behind from dad. the swing from behind, the no look smacks and everything like that. You had to climb right. You had to hug to the corner out of that reach. That's how they rectified situations in the back. I'm going to pull this over and smack you in the next week.
Right. Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, that's how my dad handled shit. He's always swinging in the back seat. Fight with my sister or somebody just starts swinging at me in the back seat. Half-ass turning around.
Half-ass turn throwing haymakers from behind. It's amazing.
Yeah.
How accurate they were back then, too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, it's a whole different world now because parents will be like, we need to play the quiet game. Be quiet for 5 minutes. My parents
And they
be
listen.
Like, shut the fuck up right fucking now. Like, they would just turn around and be like, fucking quit. There was no quiet game. There was no gentle parenting.
No quiet game. No.
We will drive this car off a bridge. Shut the fuck up.
I think these days it's all centered, like car travel centered around the kids. They have their little PlayStation games and all that kind of stuff, or integrated into the car. It's all about the kids. It's my dad couldn't give a fuck what I thought about anything. I mean, that's what always amazed me when I had my daughter, and then she would choose what restaurant they're going to go to, and then sometimes she'd change, like as they're pulling the parking lot. He'd turn around, and sometimes even fast food. He'd never eat fast food with me. When he decides to go, she'd tell him where to go and all this, and he just
that's the effect grandkids have on you.
I got no vote on anything. I never got to say one goddamn, maybe on my birthday, but other than that, I didn't get to vote. And sure as shit, I tell you what, if I was like, I don't want to go here, I want to go to McDonald's instead, he'd have just given me a beating out of the parking lot. I wouldn't have. There would have been no like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll go to McDonald's for you. You want McDonald's? Yeah, buddy. We're not going to go out to.
Yeah.
No.
We're not going to Ponderosa.
Right. Yeah, we're not going to go to
Sizzler.
No.
We have McDonald's.
I'm not a steak dinner from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We have hamburgers at home. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll make you a hamburger and french fries that's 10 times better than the hamburger and french
Well, that
fries
is
you're
just
going to get
true
at
now, though,
McDonald's.
if they were to say that. If you can't make a better hamburger than McDonald's, you don't deserve to ever cook again.
Kids don't want to go to McDonald's because the hamburger is the best hamburger in the world.
They got the playground. They got the toys at the Happy
They don't have
Meals.
playgrounds anymore. Most of them have taken them out.
But in the time when we grew up, they did.
Back in
We
my
had them
day,
outside. We had the outside playgrounds.
And you know what? Like my parents, we never got the toy first. My mom would literally in the front seat, if we got to go through the drive-through, get our boxes, our little Happy Meal boxes, and take the toys out, and they would sit with her until we actually ate our food. We were not smart toys until we ate.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was for real. She was serious about that one. She was like, "Nope, you can have it when you're done." We had to eat our food because she paid for the McDonald's.
Our McDonald's didn't really have a whole lot, except it had this little fake stream and fake plastic plants with a little bridge.
Sure.
Tiny little, like maybe 4 foot long bridge.
How cool was that bridge?
Oh my gosh. Awesome. I would take 2 bites of my cheeseburger and be like, I want to go play on the bridge. I want to go play on the bridge. And all you do is stand on the bridge.
No, so
I still love bridges. I'm a sucker for a good bridge.
Sure.
I grew up like with the McDonald's with the tunnels, right? Like the play place tunnel that came out of the in the ball pit. And my mom was like, "Those are so dirty. I know they don't wipe those down." So this woman would get us our McDonald's Happy Meals, drive us to a park. Are they wiping the fucking park down? No, but that was
Mother Nature is.
Yeah.
Safe and clean, but we could not go in those tunnels because they were dirty.
They were dirty. They were soiled.
The sand in the parks would hide the
cat shit.
Tootsie Rolls.
And whatever got lost in the parks. But in the ball pit, when they empty those things out, you're finding, first of all, like 2 inches of urine.
She was absolutely not having any of the ball pit. None of it.
That was a good show until that point.
No!
And then you took it just a
I
little bit
think
too
it's time
far.
to drink.
Oh, man. Did you ever see when those 2 British ladies would come in and clean up houses, and they would always be, they'd always, how some people have like the rug around the toilet. They were the one, and they're old fat ladies, and the one would always get down and sniff the rug just to.
Oh my God!
It looks filthy. It looks filthy, and she'd get down, and you could see the struggle down there. And she'd be like, "Oh, it smells like urine."
Oh my God!
Oh,
What hole of the internet did you find this on?
it smells like urine.
2 girls in a cup.
It was when I had cable TV, it was on BBC. I used to watch. It was like these two old ladies. They wear like rubber gloves, and they'd come in and they'd help people who had a problem cleaning.
I love that they're wearing rubber gloves, but they're like, let me shove my face in a piss rug.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Oh, it smells like urine.
Oh my God!
I watch my fair share of questionable things, but that's just weird.
I could look at that and tell you it smelled like urine. Why did she have to go and put her face down there?
It smells like urine.
Urine?
Not on the BBC. No, I love all the way they say different shit.
Urine.
Aluminum.
They gave us a day off this week.
Yeah, you got to get some aluminum and put it around there. So.
Right?
Yeah, they say a bunch of crazy stuff like that, so it's cool. All right, well, on that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? I'm going to go first. Still Austin, cast strength. Let's see what we got here. Hey now. Oh, that was disappointing.
Oh, God.
I haven't opened this one up in forever. I thought that was going to be...
Right, Darren?
Yeah.
Flaccid. That's ridiculous. All right. Go ahead. Tim, you're next.
I knew it was coming my way. All right, here's smartass. You go next.
Sure. Let's see how he does.
I'm still dipping into this Yellowstone 23 limited edition. Let's see what we got here.
I still have the lead.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. Kathy looks pretty good.
Tim, next time you do a core pop, I'm just going to... So you help your ego out a bit.
I'll go
my ego's just fine.
I'll go McNew. I want to hold on to my lead. I feel like I can hang on the lead longer.
I think you're going to because I have some bakers. Well-loved bakers.
Bakers, sure. Okay. I still have the lead. Darren, what do you got there?
I have some 143 proof dry fly wheat whiskey.
Okay. Well, that's enough to take the lead from me. Yeah, mine was bad. So that's the lead right there. But KK looks like she's got some dark arts queued up. What do you got there, KK?
I do. I have the dark arts, the straight rye whiskey finished in the maple syrup barrels. Okay. It's a glass cork, so it's not going to do much.
Okay. No, Darren wins. Darren had enough there. So Darren wins. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about ridiculous laws distilleries have to deal with. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. Go ahead, Danny. Is there something you need to say?
Just sitting there saying that, plain and simple, if you're sending me to a text, you need to tell me you need to send it to me on a text. So
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about dumb laws distilleries have to follow.
Yes, we are. It's just ridiculous. They got to follow this shit. So
We talk about number one. Number one in my book is distillery only sales limitations.
Okay.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. Why can they limit how much they can freaking sell?
Yeah.
They're making a product. You can sell that product.
Right.
Yeah. Limitations.
It's because the stupid 3-tier system.
Correct.
What about I think a dumb rule too is that they a lot of them, this is not everywhere. Again, this is going to vary state by state and then maybe municipality to municipality within state sometimes. But a lot of them have to deal with, they can't, if they're making cocktails, they can only make it with things that they make. So if they want to do a cocktail that has Amaro, they have to make something like that. They can't just buy one. And you think about distilled spirits. If you've got a whiskey that you think is going to pair well with something else, you should be able to buy that allows you to make a cocktail that's going to highlight that you're going to be like, I need to buy this whiskey because to go with my whatever, whatever.
100%. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. No, that's a dumb law. So yeah, they can't bring in other things that aren't theirs, but they can have a cocktail bar. If you can have the cocktail bar, they should be allowed to bring in other things that are.
I feel like they just have to jump through hoops for anything that they want to do, anything that's beneficial for them. They're like, here's 5 hoops, figure it out. And I mean, they always do, but it's such a pain in the ass. I love all of our friends that have distilleries, but why the fuck would you do that to yourself? Because all of it seems like a pain in the ass. It really
Everything's
does.
a pain in the ass, yeah. Yes, Darren.
The big one that this recently happened, and a lot of distilleries realized they didn't have it. You have to know what freaking licenses you need. So, like, I know a lot of the distilleries in Kentucky got in trouble for not having a grain license.
Right.
And like every single distillery got hit because no one knew they needed it. And so they are solely responsible for knowing all these stupid laws and how they apply to them at any point in time. And I think
if they're getting their grain from a third party,
storing it though, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Storage of
grain
it.
storage.
You have to have, but again, the lawmakers apparently didn't know. This is like one person found this buried in the rules, or they weren't actively enforcing it. But they went out and they hit every distillery, whether they're big, small, it didn't matter. And then they were like,
everyone.
Then they wanted to go back to the beginning of time and be like, you have to pay, this amount of tax on that or whatever because you didn't have your proper licensing. So I don't know, it's stupid.
If everyone is breaking the rule, if every single person in the industry is breaking the rule, probably should be a rule.
Right. I think that's what happened with that example.
Yeah, that's nuts.
The KDA
Some would
was
also call that collusion, Darren, that they all knew, and therefore we all bonded together to not follow, so we didn't get in trouble. So you could play the other G-man card. Can we also talk about dry and moist counties? There's actually
dry counties that are dry.
Counties.
Moist counties. Let's talk moist. Let's get into the topic of moist right now.
Yes, so moist would be, moist counties would be where you can do something with the liquor, but you can't do it all. So like Indiana. Indiana's the only state left that they regulate the temperature of alcohol sales. Like you cannot buy cold beer in an Indiana grocery store. Correct me if I'm wrong, McNew.
Nope.
A grocery store, convenience store, or drugstore. You cannot buy cold beer.
You can buy them at a gas station though, which is fucking dumb as shit.
That's interesting.
Why is that even a rule? What does that even do?
we just like to control stupid shit in Indiana that affects nobody.
Are they thinking people won't like pop it open in their car because it's warm?
Exactly. That is exactly it.
If you're buying a beer at 9 a.m., you don't care if it's cold.
Yeah, exactly.
No, the rationale behind that law is fear that people will pop it open as soon as they exit the store.
What do you think the difference is?
People who go to a gas station are more likely to go to their car and pop open a beer than someone who's going grocery shopping.
No, but we just got Sunday sales, I think, like 6 to 7 years ago. Sunday sales of alcohol were completely banned in Indiana. We just got it. But you could go to a sports bar and fucking drink all day and watch the game. But if you forgot on Saturday to buy like your Sunday game day drinks, shit out of luck, but you can go drink at a bar all day and drive home. That's fine. Like,
because Indiana's a third world country.
We really is.
No. Illinois is up there too.
Well, every state has their dumb rules.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
But
So you want? So here's another one.
So go ahead, Tim.
See, Illinois, because of Prohibition and Al Capone, certain suburbs in Chicago could not. They had to be dry. So Evanston, Wheaton, and Oak Park remained dry into the 70s and 80s. Evanston, home of few spirits. Speaking of that one, they've been open for a certain amount of time because they couldn't do anything there. Then the last town burb to go dry to wet was South Holland. That was August 2023. They finally said, "Okay, fine, Capone stuff's done. You got it."
Right.
Al Capone has nothing to do with anyone anymore.
I think there's only one reasonable rule to have a dry county anymore.
Okay.
And I don't know if I 100% agree with it, but someone said it, and like, I can see where you're coming from. If you are in the southern states, because that's usually where they are, and there's a college in that county, it should be a dry county. I'm like, I can see where you're coming from, but I think it's also
no,
stupid.
it doesn't stop anything.
No,
it's stupid because that county. I hate taxes. I think taxes are shit. But that county is losing out on money because you're just going to go to the next county and fucking buy it. Like Indiana, we couldn't. So we went to Ohio or Michigan or Kentucky or Illinois. We found a way to get it on a Sunday if we wanted it. You're just losing revenue. Why would you lose revenue?
Because they're idiots, yeah.
Because you're fucking stupid.
It's like St. Louis and the damn fireworks. They're literally right across the county line.
Yeah.
Well, do they think anybody in St. Louis is? I was like, man, I'd love to have me a bunch of fireworks right now, but I got no way to get them. I'm in St. Louis. Oh. No, there you go, buy them. Open it up where the St. Louis County gets the revenue too. Or
all you're doing is losing money. And it will be the first thing to say, I think taxation is theft. I hate taxes, but like fucking make that tax money if you got to. Why are we money by banning things? Make the money, tax the shit out of it.
Make the money.
Steve, I counted the other day. There are 7 fireworks stands on my way to work in Arnold.
Yeah.
It's like they are always have people in them. Why are we wasting this money? I 100% agree.
Yeah, they should get that. Yeah.
Take a look at for LA and 4th of July, because LA County I think it was they banned fireworks either last year or this year. The place looked like Battlefield LA, that movie.
Really?
Yeah, whenever they had drones flying, the cops are flying, the helicopters trying to track them all.
California also lights on fire if someone sneezes.
It was awesome.
So
yeah.
See,
maybe they should ban them.
That's something St. Louis learned is they have the rule, they just don't enforce the rule.
Right. So
they'll put up some signs. They'll put up like those little yard signs. Fireworks are illegal.
And if you light someone's house on fire, then they'll get you. But otherwise, they don't give a shit.
But as far as anything else, they don't care.
Every state around us right now, pot is legalized except Indiana. Do you think people aren't just driving over borders to get what they want to get? Do you not think that?
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, tax the shit out of it. Make the money. Like, just stop giving people hard times. Like, if they're going to get it one way or another, you might as well profit.
Get it. Well, my favorite one is we got a Jack Daniel's trip coming up, and there will always be someone educating you that it's a dry county, and it's like the most fake, bogus dry county I've ever heard of. They have bottle sales, they can sample at the distillery, because they
buy beer in the gas station.
Because they have barbecue championships. They say you can buy beer in the gas station, and you can buy beer at a restaurant. It's like a whole thing going on, basically. But they keep where it's not 100% legal because they like saying that. They think it gives a little quaintness to the town, I think. But in reality, and
yet all the money comes from liquor.
Yeah.
There's nothing else in Monroe County besides Jack Daniel's.
Exactly.
And then businesses that make money off Jack Daniel's are like Jack Daniel's merch, Jack Daniel's restaurant. Like they're all fucking making money off of it one way or another.
Yeah.
Let's switch the gear to moist counties.
Okay.
How about this in Massachusetts? In 1984, Massachusetts became the first state to ban happy hour. There is no happy hour in Massachusetts.
We banned happy hour. We just got it back starting July 1st. It is
I was just going to say, Indiana just got it back. Alaska, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, Utah, and Vermont. Utah, I get. But Indiana's now off that list. But those other 6 states still have bans on happy hour.
So what is the ban? You just can't discount alcohol?
Can't have specials?
Yeah, so you can't have specials. If you're going to specialize something, it has to be special all the time, was my understanding of the law. So restaurants
is it liquor only, or is it the food specials that you get too?
We could do happy hour food. It was liquor only.
Okay, I would think they would encourage the food because that's going to help with the alcohol, I would think.
Yeah, but people would get pissed to be like, "Oh, it's only food and we don't get half price drinks." Now we can do half price drinks, which is a bargain. Like, I mean, if somebody said, "Hey, it's only half price food," I'd be like, "Well, shit, all my money goes to alcohol anyway. It doesn't really do me a favor." Right there.
Yeah, people are going to drink more if you give them half price.
Sure.
Yeah.
When we went to Cafe 360, they were like, during the week after midnight, it's buy one, get one free beers. We're like, I'll take 2 beers.
Yeah.
Bring me 2 beers.
Bring me 2 at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, we just got that back, which is exciting. And like all the small, I love seeing it.
It's exciting.
It is for like the little small businesses and small bars. They're like, we have happy hour, and they're just bringing people in by the droves. So it's been fun to see the week that it's been happening.
That is the least American thing I can think of, is banning happy hour. That just seems like everything that we fought for in the Revolutionary War. That is like part of the shit we don't want. Banning happy hour?
Yeah, happy hour.
Let's thank our friends in Wisconsin. So ending on this for me, in Wisconsin.
Yes.
In 1927, before the Prohibition was over, the state legislature approved a measure legalizing beer in the state, which had to be vetoed by the governor because it was unconstitutional.
Go Wisconsin!
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Years later, in 1929, Wisconsin repealed its state-level prohibition laws, the first to do it. Finally, in 1932, Wisconsin governor turned U.S. Senator John James Blaine brought the initial draft of the 21st Amendment before Congress. You'd expect nothing less from our drinking
friends of Wisconsin.
Go Wisconsin!
They like their drinking. They like their cheese.
I love that.
You gotta love Wisconsin.
They're so freaking nice. Like, they're the nicest drinkers.
And their pull tabs.
So nice.
And the pull tabs. Yes, gotta have the pull tabs.
Yeah.
Oh, we got those in Indiana too. The pull tabs get stupid here too. We have pull tabs.
Well, it's just
Only at dive bars.
You're just copying Wisconsin. You're not that cool.
It's a Wisconsin thing. No,
Yes.
Wisconsin.
Midwestern. Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. A little bit
nuggets and tidbits to chew on.
Some ridiculous laws. You can see there's a lot of it. We haven't even scratched the surface on this topic.
No.
Yeah, we'll bring it back.
We didn't even talk about the TTB.
No, we didn't.
No.
I'm sure
Tried to
it's
stay
Or
away.
3-tier systems.
It's
I
depressing.
said 3-tier systems.
Oh.
You did.
You said the phrase, but we didn't get into the details. So there you go. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me at the ABV Barrel Shop teaching a class about Wisconsin and Wisconsin Old Fashions. So
Yeah, it's coming up.
yeah,
It'll be your second class on Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I love Wisconsin. Let's do more.
Let's do more. Yeah, they got good water parks too. Those indoor water parks.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's amazing, man. Go to
Coming
the
soon
Dells.
to the ABV Barrel Shop. We're going to do a class on their water parks.
Go to the Dells. It's crazy, man. Their water parks are insane. And it's like one every
Palooza, October 2025, Wisconsin Dells.
Wisconsin Dells. I'd go up there and hang out. Hell yeah, man. All right, KK, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
Tim.
You can find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112 and on YouTube at our flagship whiskey.
Oh, yeah. Those Chicago people love the Dells, man. That's who's all up there.
hell yes.
Chicago people. You go up
But
there
the
on the weekend.
Wisconsinites hate us. We're fibs. Effing Illinois bastards.
Missouri people can back that.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me, the ABV Barrel Shop. You never know what's going on. We might be recording podcasts. Stuff happens. It's a fun place to be. Online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang farting. So we have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing, the ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.